Oh, there I am. Sorry, technical issues. Right, now this weekly wrap-up is going to be a little bit short because I've been on the phone or, or Zoom or Skype or whatever meetings all day, and my voice is about to go. I can hear it's about to go. So I'm going to keep this relatively short, as I say. But I do want to be consistent. I want to do this every Wednesday at 8 o'clock unless I'm out. And I want to talk about one show in particular this week that I've been catching up on. And just also a couple of the others that are out. So without further ado, and with a mouthful of chicken, I've been eating the rest of my dinner. So unprofessional, terrible. I'm going to talk about the stuff I've been watching. So I have seen a couple of great movies, one of which was Guy Ritchie's new film, and that was Operation Fortune. Ruse de Guerre is I think it's a really good movie. Hugh Grant is basically in it again, reprising his role from the previous Guy Ritchie movie, and he has an absolute ball. But the film itself, I think, is one of Guy's strongest films in a long time. Basically, a group of agents go undercover to pull off a heist of sorts, to sort out something that's been stolen from the British government. Chaos ensues, entertaining characters abound, and it goes from there. I give it probably an 8 out of 10. I laughed a lot when I was watching it, and I just really enjoyed it. And I mean, what else do you want from a film, to be honest? I felt like there wasn't anything new. It wasn't like Ritchie had taken any risks, but I did find it very enjoyable, and I thought it was a really good movie. So I recommend it, particularly if you like Guy Ritchie's other films. But the show I really want to talk about is one on Paramount. You can find it on Paramount Plus. There's a lot of good stuff on Paramount Plus, incidentally. And that is The Mayor of Kingston. Now, this is another show. Don't forget, I've got a Yellowstone stream coming up soon. Oh, I've also got the interview tomorrow with stuntman Alan Graff. I'll mention that again at the end. But Mayor of Kingston is a relatively new drama show. I mean, I say that it has been running for 3 seasons, but not many people are talking about it. It's not on a lot of people's radar. It stars Jeremy Renner as one of 2 brothers, and Jeremy Renner's character is kind of like a fixer. He's sort of like a power broker, as it describes, and it's really between. It's all set in Michigan, in the American prison system. Sorry. This is a very working class, gritty vision of America, and it's about the power plays that go on between the local politicians, the prisoners that are incarcerated, those responsible for their care or not responsible for it a lot of the time, as it turns out. And it's really quite a gritty show. It's very violent, doesn't pull any punches. It's got really strong characters. I want to talk a little bit about the cast. Now, this is a trademark of consistency with the work of Taylor Sheridan. Good writing, strong characters, good story arcs, technically really shot, really strong vision for the scene, for the narrative in all of Taylor Sheridan's shows. I've noticed one of the main characters is always the landscape. The landscape of his shows are a character, and that's very true in the Mayor of Kingston, or Kingstown. Kingston is where I come from, not quite the same place. When I talk about some of the cast, Jeremy Renner, of course, everybody knows, kicking off his career back in the day with the Hurt Locker. Diane Weiss has been around for a really long time. Some people might remember her from Footloose, which is one of the first times she was exposed to a wider viewing audience. But she's also been in Hannah and Her Sisters and collaborated on some really big movies. Hugh Dillon's a character actor that's been around for a long time. He's very good in this. Toby Banteffer is relatively new for me. I haven't seen him in many things. He's got 19 acting credits. I've got to tell you, he's a tour de force in this. He plays a very interesting character who's the head of one of the criminal gangs. And he's just really good in it. It's just a really good character for him. Taylor Hindley plays one of the other McCluskey brothers. It very much centres around the McCluskey brothers. He's kind of like the black sheep of the family. Emma Laird, Iris, is a bit of a troublemaker. And then you've got various other characters that circle around their orbit, including some really well-known character actors and other leads, like Aidan Gillen from Game of Thrones. Plays a very menacing character. I don't want to say too much about who he is. In the show, you really need to watch it to find out. Michael Beach has been in many shows, of course. Then you've got some newcomers as well who really make their mark. Particularly want to give Nekar Zadokun a shout out. Now, I mean, I call her a newcomer. She has got 47 acting credits and she's been in quite a few shows, but I think she gets to do more in this show, and that's what's important. She gets to do more. She gets to really cut her acting chops. Yeah, so I mean, I could mention other people as well, but it's a really good show. Production value on it is top notch. It's a very raw and vivid portrayal of the prison system in this part of the country and the characters that orbit it and all the politics and violence that goes along with that. I'm loving the show. I'll give the acting in the show 9.5 out of 10. Some bits don't gel as well as others, but that's normal in any TV show. I think for me, the show probably scores an 8.5 out of 10. It's a solid show, and I highly recommend it. You really have got some great performances in here, particularly by the female cast. There's a lot of Nishi Munshi, not a particularly well-known actress, but she's gives her, and of course Diane Weiss. All solid performances all round. So I highly recommend that. That is the Mayor of Kingstown. It's not a show that a lot of you will have seen, and if you haven't given it your time, you absolutely should. Now, I've got one other crime show, because I guess Mayor of Kingstown is in the crime show genre, that I want to mention. And again, it's going to be one that most of you won't have seen. It's called The King of Cross. Now, I don't know if you're a fan of Australian crime dramas, but I am. If you haven't seen the show Underbelly, I highly recommend it. It's well worth seeing. But this is very much in the mold of Underbelly. It's a true story, loosely based around the life of two real life characters, two brothers that ran an area known as King's Cross in Australia. This is in Sydney. This is not, I don't know how accurate it is. I can't speak to the veracity of the accuracy of the show. But this is another show that I'm really enjoying. It predominantly circles around two brothers And here they are, played by Lincoln Younes and Claude Jabber, both really good actors. They're both Lebanese descent, and this is based on two real life brothers who kind of ran part of this part of King's Cross, hence the title, The Last King of Cross. And it's just a really well produced show. It feels very real. It's slightly a period piece, so not everybody on the street has got a mobile phone yet. I mean, it's not pre-mobile phone technology. It's just not present day. TNTV reaction. It's nice to see you. This is going to be a shorter stream than normal because I'm a bit under the weather and I have been doing a lot of talking today. See what I mean? So a little bit poorly. And but thanks for popping in, mate. I really appreciate it. I would have cancelled it, but I'm really putting my energy into my channel now, and I want to make sure that I do my slots regularly. So every Wednesday, I'm doing my roundup at 8 o'clock. So I mean, look, there's one for the ladies. Lincoln Younes is pretty easy on the eye, ladies. So you might want to check this out. I particularly like Matt Nable. He's a favourite Australian actor of mine. And then you have British actor Tim Roth playing a kind of a mastermind criminal who stays very well away from the crimes that he is involved in. So nothing can come back to him. It's a good show. Good ensemble cast. And I recommend it. I think I'm on about episode 6 or 7. And I'm really enjoying it. Again, I like my crime genre stuff, and I like stuff that feels real. And this is pretty good. I like it. I recommend it. So it's one of my favorite shows. This actress, very good in the show. Let's find out who she is. That's Nable again. The Asian actress in the show, who is sort of playing Maria Tran. Now, I feel like I've seen Maria Tran in something else, so let's have a quick look. She has 44 acting credits. Operation Kung Fu sounds like Kung Flu sounds like a film I should see. So does Tiger Cop. Toilet Paper Hero definitely sounds like a film I should see. And maybe I haven't seen her in anything. Let me just see what else we have here. Yeah, maybe I haven't seen her in anything. I thought I'd seen her in something, but I can't see any credits here that I know I've watched for sure. I do watch a lot of Australian drama, though, so I might just be forgetting her name. Anyway, she's very good in this, and clearly does a bit of fighting because she's got an action reel here. So I do recommend Last King of Cross. I think it's a good show. You should definitely check it out. So before I sign off, because I'm like I said, I'm keeping it short tonight. A couple of other things to mention. Luther Fallen Sun. Now I jumped all over this and I gave it a pretty good review on my Facebook, actually. Just oh yeah, this was really good. On reflection, I think it's a good over-the-top standalone crime film. I don't think it's a good Luther film. It's a long time since I've watched any of the Luther episodes. However, having gone back and reviewed some, this feels very far apart from the Luther universe. This movie does stretch into kind of James Bond territory a little bit, and maybe they're trying to say something there by getting Idris ready, and that would not be a bad thing. But it is a little bit over the top in the last 20 minutes, and for me, in the last 20 minutes, it lost a bit of credibility. But that said, I really liked the way it was shot. I thought it looked really good. great performances. Idris, as always, is amazing. And our man, Andy Serkis, is having the time of his life in this film, playing a bad guy, a really nasty bad guy. Cynthia Elvira is really good in it. I also want to give a shout out to an up-and-coming actress, Lauren Ajofo. She is really great in this movie. And I think in her lifetime, we're going to see her bag a BAFTA. I'm just going to say that now. Vince Regan, always a solid, dependable actor. I like this actor as well, Thomas Coombs. I like this actor. He doesn't need to do very much to get you to watch him on screen. And that's always a good ability for an actor to have. So he's another sort of jobbing character actor who's been in the biz a while, who I really rate. So yeah, Luther Fallen Sun was pretty good. Quite enjoyed it. I think on reflection, though, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. I was really screaming, saying this is a 9 out of 10, but now I've had a chance to digest it. I'm not so sure. Now there's a mini series I've just started, just a little older, with and I'm gonna carry on watching it when I come off this, which is available on Showtime. It's a biopic, and for you country and western fans out there, George and Tammy were two big country and western stars. She was 20 years his junior. I'm not sure Jessica Chastain is 20 years the junior of Michael Shannon, although she may well be. And it's a true story about how he was a very well-known country and western singer on the downward spiral, and she was just starting out and about to become mega famous. This is a very well-made biopic with two absolutely powerhouse actors in the show. Hi, RRTNZ's on strike. Okay. Does that mean that you're on strike from your regular work so you can come and join my show? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Always appreciate the support. Like I say, and for people watching right now, your presence is appreciated. I am keeping this a bit short today. I really like this show. I wasn't going to review it today. I'm not going to do a full review of it now. If you like your biopics, miniseries, if you like these actors, and if you're vaguely interested in country and western as a music genre, I'm not personally, but it's very pleasant. I quite enjoy it, but I'm not about to buy a cowboy hat and go line dancing. But I'm really enjoying this show, mainly because of the powerhouse actors. It's also got one of my favorite actors from my favorite TV show of all time, The Shield, in it. I haven't come across Steve Zahn in the show yet because I've only just started. Walton Goggins is in it. He hasn't been given much to do in the show yet, but maybe he'll get to do a bit more because he's in every episode. It's 6 episodes, and I'm really enjoying it. So I highly recommend it. I think it's a good one. So just to remind people before I sign out, because I am a bit run down today. Tomorrow we've got interview with stuntman Alan Graff. Now this is going to be earlier than was planned. 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast. Alan Graff has been in absolutely fucking everything. He's been in everything. Now, we can't quite get StreamYard to work for him. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a StreamYard link up. But I'm going to do a second stream with him on Zoom. And the link to the Zoom stream will be on the StreamYard stream, so you'll easily be able to find it. The reason I'm keeping them both up is because we've already advertised it, and I don't want to have to mess around with the links and change it around. But you just have to click from one link to the other, and you'll find it easily. We're going to have him on for a couple of hours tomorrow, and that's part of the reason I want to rest my voice tonight as well, because my my voice is going here, and I think I should rest up, eat the rest of my dinner here, which is getting cold. Now I've got retro reviews. I've got one coming every Saturday or Sunday for the next few weeks. This Sunday, I am doing none other than my favourite Western of all time, Silverado. So I'm doing an in-depth review of this with Matthew Holmes, an Australian film director, Sunday night, 9 o'clock UK time. 1st of April, I'm doing Beat Street. I'm trying to get one of the cast. To come on that stream. So Silverado and Beat Street coming up. I've got another one. I've just done Sky Riders. I've just done Southern Comfort. There's more of these coming up over the next couple of weeks. But as I said, I'm keeping it short tonight because I'm losing my voice. So look, guys, tomorrow, 6 o'clock UK time is the Alan Graff interview. Look at his IMDb credits. There's 222 stunt credits on there. If you've got questions you want to ask, you can stick them in the chat for the stream for tomorrow now, and I will ask them. But he's a major collaborator with Walter Hill, and he's been in almost every Walter Hill film. So you're going to want to check that out. That's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Okay? And then I'll be back on Sunday at 9 for my Silverado retro review. Don't forget, if you're a YouTube blogger yourself, you don't ever want to do a collab, I'm always up for collaborations. I'm always up for guesting on someone's channel. I'm always up late, so I can do late night streams, no problem. All right, guys. So listen, I'm going to sign off. I'm keeping it short today. Thanks for tuning in. There's 5 of you now. It's really nice. Thanks for tuning in, guys and girls. And hopefully I'll see a load of you tomorrow. Don't forget, it's starting earlier than we said, 6 o'clock.